Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Alrighty, here we are now in the semi-finals for the NA Coh2 Cup number 4. It's going to be Von Ivan as the Soviets up the north of Lungerskaya and his opponent Paul as the Wehrmacht.
We are now able to intercept and decode German radio transmissions.
Oh dear, is there no Momo?
Sorry, I muted my mic on accident. My
Okay.
apologies.
Awesome.
Okay, guys, this is the OG matchup, OG grudge matchup in Coh2, in my opinion. These guys have been at each other for as long as I've been around in the community, which isn't that long, but still. I mean, as far as I know, these guys are very, very, very distinct adversaries. So, I'm very excited to see this matchup, as I was last week when Paul actually took Game 1 against Vaughn, and Vaughn came back to 2-0 Paula to take himself to the finals. So maybe we'll see another great series from these two. Vaughn actually already locks in Partisans.
I don't want to be that guy, but what does OG mean? Is that original?
Original gangster.
Oh, okay, of course. See, I'm not quite, as hip as the young kids these days with their...
Yeah, it's just the Cali roots, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
just Australian, you know.
Yeah, we don't have a culture here in Australia. We're just a bunch of barbarians.
Yeah, you just have Heinz beans.
It's true. It's pretty glorious, though. But speaking of glorious, we have the Partisans insta-locked for Von Ivan, and he has the radio, so he actually does hear the sniper. And the Partisans can be pretty deadly against the sniper if you're able to spawn out of a building that's quite close to it with those PPSH submachine guns, get a nice ambush. And we've actually seen a lot of success today with the PPSH Partisans. We've got Jeslin that's had them in the NA, did pretty well with them. So Partisans are really making a comeback, and not in a troll way, in like a legitimate way. They're actually
Jeslin used
strong.
them too.
Especially when you combine that with the Partisan tank hunter tactics. They have the Shreks, they have the AT grenades. I think one of the most underappreciated things about the Partisans, the regular Partisans, is that they actually have guard grenades, which are crazy strong.
Yeah, especially considering they can spawn into ambient buildings. Look at this sniper. Vaughn's hiding engineers right behind the hedge. It reveals itself, although the engineers don't really inflict that much DPS. It was a nice little play considering he doesn't really have much to flank with besides the NGs.
Yeah, personally, I feel as if the Partisans should have their guard grenade removed and replaced with the shock grenade, because the shock grenade isn't as strong as the guard grenade. Pretty sure.
I'm sorry, the shock nade isn't as strong as the guard nade? I think you're right on that.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, the shock grenade isn't as potent. I'm not sure how exactly, but it just seems to have nowhere near the impact. So
Isn't
the
the
sniper,
shock nade 25 and the guard nade's
yeah, it's like
35?
45. Or it's 40. It's like really expensive. Yeah, I think 45 is what the bundle grenade. I don't know the exact numbers, but what I do know is that
Practically a bundle grenade.
yeah, essentially, right? Is this Maxim? It's in a pretty weird spot. The sniper's in the house, the pioneer's moving in for a nice flank, and we saw Von Ivan have this Maxim spam pretty effective against Red Wings, I believe it was. And Red Wings wasn't quite able to handle it, but the thing is now Paul has a
Oh,
sniper.
here comes Partisan flank.
Oh, wow, gets the nice ambush here. The
maybe
Maxim
get
is
the
well
hit on
sitting.
the-
I was going to have to retreat through that. Maxim is already at half health. That sniper, it looks like it will fall here. It's... Oh, it gets taken out on the very edge of that reticle.
Dude,
Wow, that's a huge
that was
swing
sick.
now.
Huge props. That I did not expect that sort of play. I really thought he was gonna retreat that Maxim.
Yeah, it was so smart, though, because on their own, the PPSH Partisans, they wouldn't have got that kill. Not a chance. But with that they can build mines? What?
Yeah, you didn't know
Oh,
that? And
no, I
they
didn't
can
know
build
that.
tripwires too.
I think they always have, though, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they always been able to build
Yeah,
mines.
yeah, yeah,
But I just,
Partisans,
oh, wow, that's... This unit, man, what don't they have?
Nothing really, man. Before they were even more ridiculous. They could crew like they had double the DPS. Like they were like shocks DPS wise, or it might have been better than shocks, so they had to nerf them.
Yeah,
and then
that
before,
hotfix
you
that, it
pop
was...
out behind MGs, decrew them, and then take them, and then your MGs could camo. So it was kind of Kappa. So they had to fix that. But now I'd say they're pretty fair considering how
Our headquarters is taking
sort of
enemy
niche
fire.
they are, I would say. Outside of the abilities they have with mines and grenades, like they're not very. They're just cannon fodder, you know.
Yeah, they die pretty easily. They're a bit
Yeah.
of a glass cannon. And also the other thing to bear in mind is that the late game isn't really there. You do have the spy network and the mark target, which is really nice, but it's not quite the same as an IS-2, of course, or, you know, you don't
Right.
have a strong off-map, there's no incendiary, there's no Sturmovik, so it does have its weaknesses. It's kind of like mobile defense in a sense, but mobile defense is more of a reactionary commander.
Yeah, most definitely. It's sort of you wait until you're forced to lock it in to deal with light vehicle aggression that you know don't have any real counter to. Paul replaces his sniper. We may see T70 spam from Von Ivan again, especially against the sniper play. Von does make his 5th Maxim, I believe, unless I'm no, it's his 4th. I thought there was one in the garrison somewhere. He is building his 5th right now.
Yep. Building his fifth, so have a lot of Maxims. Do you think it's better off if Paul rebuilt that sniper, or if he went for a mortar or even 2 mortars?
The problem though is that the sniper, the one mortar, as we saw in Red Wings game, is that you don't really kill the Maxim unless you get lucky. You just force it away or make it retreat at worst, you know, for your opponent. It's rare to see a mortar one-hit a Maxim that isn't clumped up. The sniper actually allows you to finish it off with incendiary shot. You know, like look here with the another partisan spawn on the sniper.
Yeah, forces it away. He won't really wipe it though. There wasn't any Maxim there. Getting very close though, actually. Wow. Doing some pretty good damage on that sniper. There is actually a med bunker there though, so it's not a huge deal. But we see that
Maybe take on these Grens too. Wow.
it gets Vet 1 instantly from that sniper. It gets so much veterancy. And it's funny that it unlocks the trip wire flares rather than unlocking the grenades. Oh, it is 45 munitions for that frag grenade.
Oh wow, yeah, 45. There you go. That's a bundle nade cost.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just giving away this garrison control. The sniper, it does have issues against garrison units, obviously. Garrison MGs because, you know, the 100% shot rate isn't there. So Vaughn is making very quick work of Paula here, shredding him. I think Paul needs to start holding the garrisons that are near to his sniper where he's engaging, or else he's just going to get punished.
Yeah, or like
he has
S-mines. So we
Yeah,
actually
or
have the half-track calling with the P-Grens. They're going to be pretty powerful against these 5 Maxims and the Partisans as well. But Von Ivan can just call in the Tank Hunter Partisans. Doesn't need to actually unlock the AT grenades for them to have that snare. But in the situation here, there's a Maxim. There's no support. If he retreats, he could certainly lose this one. The sniper and the Grens are moving up as well. However, the hedge is kind of blocking it off.
Here?
Yeah, he didn't really...
Oh, Paul didn't position properly to chase that one.
Yeah,
so-
he didn't. And now we actually have a Shrek comes through from that garrison. He actually evacs out the Pigrens. They're right up close against that squad in the house. And they don't have PPSHs. They're the Tank Hunters. But there are PPSHs moving up now into that garrison. That's going to be a pretty big swing in DPS. Forces the retreat pretty much instantly.
Yeah. It seems like the Partisan Shrek guys have a longer cooldown on like their reload. It seems like they don't fire quite as fast. Maybe I'm just being delusional right now.
I'm not sure.
but it seems like they have to wait slightly longer.
So the thing with Paul's build is he actually hasn't gone for his tier 2. He went for that half-track instead. So I have a feeling he may actually just go for the call-in game where he goes the half-track, the Stug E, and then the Tiger.
Yeah. Generally he goes double Stugi. But you know what we miss is the combat engineer went down, so that's going to delay his teching, and he's got quite a bit of a fuel float.
Sector under attack.
Yeah, he does. So he could have had a T70 by now if he actually went for that one.
Yeah, it's almost about hitting on 10 minutes relatively soon, so...
But with that half-track, the Pigrens with the Shreks are very strong at chasing down T70s.
Yeah. Wow, look at this Maxim control group.
The tactical support group?
Tactical control group, yeah. Looks like the Shreks are laying a mine down. Coming
Oh,
on the
they
flank
are.
here. Does he have 18 A's yet? No, he still doesn't. He's
Don't know
gonna
if he actually
reveal the
revealed that
nade.
one.
Or excuse me, mine. Oh, look at that Maxim first!
The Grenadiers as well. The Shrek actually missed the shot. The Maxim guy drops the weapon, but the Grens are forced away by the tactical support group of these Maxims.
Yeah. Second sniper from Paul.
Yeah, it makes sense. With this many Maxims, the only problem is, though, he doesn't have a pack yet. Doesn't have his tier 2, so he needs to really rely on these Shreks. And he's currently 20 munitions away. He has lost his munitions point, not having that many strat points either. So if there was a T70 on time from Von Ivan, it would have really punished Paul.
Yeah, definitely. Now he's actually rebuilt this Combat Engineer, but...
Oh, the Shrek misses again.
Wow.
He's circling this house. The Maxims... He actually evacuates it and gets the wipe. Pretty long range. And the other Maxim as well. There's actually a bit of wire there. So and like all the way up north, there's wire everywhere.
Oh,
the Maxim
wow.
goes south, but fortunately for Von Ivan, the Shrek was there cloaked as well. So that could have been a wipe if it wasn't for that Shrek. And the Maxim's actually on the ground. So Paul can capture that one. I think this 250 half-track play with the Pigerons was incredibly smart against this Maxim spam, because it just forces them off and can wipe them so easily.
Yeah, he's actually very lucky that both Shreks have missed, because he hasn't actually repaired his half-track from that engagement with the 3 Maxims earlier.
Yeah.
So that Shrek missed, allowing him not to repair, and then the other Shrek missed on top of that.
Well, he's hit it now.
One doesn't. Yeah. So very lucky there for Paul, but it does, not to discount the play he made, which is quite good.
So this Maxim's doing some nice work against these Pigerons. I think maybe he was trying to nade the Maxim, but he wasn't quite close enough. The Sniper now has taken back the munitions point, which is very important. Paul can afford his double Shreks if he needs to.
Still no tech from Ivan. I don't even think he has medics, no.
Yeah, which is strange, because there's no call-ins, so there isn't really any reason not to go for a tech.
MP,
Whereas for Paul, he's actually close to his Stug E. Needs about 1 1/3 more command points. Then he can go double Stug E if he wants to.
Yeah, he's got plenty in the bank for Collins. This was very strong about Mechanized Assault, is you really don't need to tech in generalist situations, because the Doctrine offers light vehicle, medium tank, and a heavy. So
And an Arty Strike.
And an Arty Strike, along with a... I mean, it's not good, but it has a Colin Infantry squad.
Yeah, Assault Grens are... Yeah, they're pretty
bad.
average. They can be nice, like a single Assault Grens against Maxims, because you do have the sprint. So you can sprint past Maxims and flank them kind of easily, and then get up close with those SMGs. Then you have the bundle, or the grenade volley as well. So like they're good against Maxims, but it's a bit of an investment. That's generally better off just going for a sniper or a mortar instead against Maxims. Or nade comes through in these Grens, almost wipes that one.
Very close.
Yeah, when we say those nades are strong, that's exactly what we mean. 2 snipers and the Gren follow-up may even wipe these Partisans. He barely gets out of dodge with that one. Now there's actually a Maxim in this house, and there's no mortars or really any garrison. Well, actually there's a Flamer. That's the only garrison clearing so far from Von Ivan. But he has 200 fuel now. He could have had 2 T-70s by now. I think that's the big misplay that's allowing Paul to crawl back into this game. And if he does get a T-70, it won't really matter now, because Paul's going to have a Stug E.
Yeah. The Stugs are coming. The Stugs are coming. Remember how ridiculous they were before? They were like, fuck. Oh, excuse me. They were like... They were like the most ridiculous.
Oh, they were, yeah. We called them Stug Easy Wipe.
Yeah. Trademark. Gotta pay royalties now. But
yeah, gotta monetize somehow. And so there's still no medics here for Von Ivan. These Partisans aren't exactly cheap to reinforce. 26 manpower a pop. So having medics it's always a no-brainer really, but having it now would be certainly smart. So he's playing a very aggressive game. SU-76 being built in, I think that's very smart, because he knows that there's going to be some AT up by now.
And now he doesn't have a reliable sniper counter outside of his Partisans, but now there's a Maxim in that building to cover the snipers.
Yeah,
so
the Barrage...
Very good placement from Paul.
The Barrage will be nice against that house as the Flamer as well. So the 2 snipers are doing some pretty good damage here. 28 kills on that first sniper. Veteran C2 now 10 for the other sniper. These Maxims are getting forced off. Von Ivan's going to have the SU-76. I think after that, he could just go straight for a Katusha.
We can now build
Yeah, he could, but his manpower situation is a bit dire considering he's just continuously spiraling down in his manpower bleed because he has no medics still.
That's true. It's certainly a big thing. Like, that being said, though, if you're versing snipers, the medics aren't as important, but there's still 3 Grens, there's still the half-track, the Stug E, the MG, so there's plenty of other things as well. It's not just the snipers. So you actually have the marked target as well. SU-76 moving in 2.
Here comes the P-Gren strikes in the half-track. He's getting it in position, it seems like.
Still a little bit lower,
And
yeah.
here comes a barrage on the snipers. Oh, that was just off of just killing it in red cover. Very close there.
Yeah, the barrage, it's not that powerful, not at least as a Zis barrage, but still, if a direct hits a sniper, it will take it down. And now he just charges his P-Grens through the barrage. He will actually fire a couple of Shreks. Both of them do connect. Stug E still there and revealed from the marked target, but he does have to back away that SU-76. Well, actually, he's going back in for it. He attacked ground. He knows it's there. He has vision. The marked target reveals it. He barely misses that second attack ground.
Oh, it was like right underneath it. That's quite weird.
Yeah, that was very, very close to getting that kill in the end. So, Paul, he shouldn't have kept that there unless he was baiting. But towards the end, there was nothing nearby to bait with. The marked target, not only is it a damage amplification, it also gives vision of the unit.
Oh, yeah. You would think the marked target ability would go away if the plane got shot down. But
It doesn't, though. Yeah, it totally doesn't.
Oh, this engineer might die here. The snipers are... Wow, they're like right on top of each other. That's a dead sniper. Trying to plant a mine.
He actually
Oh,
finished
he goes
the
for
demo.
The Maxim instead.
Yeah, he could have wiped
Oh,
that one
what?
if he targeted it instead.
Planted the demo. There's no way Paul didn't see that.
Yeah.
Paul's only NG is a sweeper. It is busy at the moment.
So Von Ivan is actually building a T-70. It's going to be good against the snipers, but there's just too many counters, I think. There's 3 Grens, the Stug E, the P-Gren half-track. So I don't know how much chance he actually has. If Von Ivan went for a Katusha, he would have excellent way of sniping those snipers down with that long-range barrages. He'd be able to punish the Grenadiers. The demo actually hasn't been detonated, and it's right near these Grens. I don't know if it actually would get it. It'd be very close.
I think it will.
Yeah, it's hard to say for sure, but there wasn't actually vision there anyway. Von Ivan didn't have a squad nearby. So Paul apparently didn't actually see it. So the squad, the half-track with the P-Grens are here with the Shreks. The nade comes through as well. Does a fair bit of damage on that Maxim. The T-70 running for his life. The P-Grens are on the chase. Will they actually get within range for it? No, it does fire the Shreks on the Maxim. Yeah, that sure was a close one. And now this Partisan, actually, the sniper's looking for a next shot. Nope, does get away.
Bond's still done a good job harassing that field. Bond, I don't know why Paul's capping with 2 squads, but he does get it back under his control.
These snipers are just doing so much manpower bleed.
Yeah.
It's getting out of control here. It's 16 and 40.
Okay.
Yeah,
almost 60 kills between them.
It's a lot. Another T-70. So Von Ivan really does like his T-70s, and it can work, but realistically, I think it's going to end failed pretty spectacularly. If the snipers, if they're somewhat near either the Stug E or that half-track, especially with a Gren nearby for a Faust.
Yeah, the time that the T-70s have for... you know, the window of time they have to be effective. Oh, look at this rifle nade coming on the... Nice dodge by Bond there. He almost got his edges wiped by that cheeky rifle nade. So, very well played by both players there.
Yeah, trying to get that rifle nade while he was repairing, very clumped up. They do die pretty easily. I believe also repairing, it's not just received accuracy, it's also a penalty to receive damage. So they get taken out like super easily. T-70 going in, but he will actually find the Shreks. He's pretty close up though. Is he going in for the base? Yeah.
Go for it,
but there's Stug E is there as well, so Paul is very prepared for this one.
Yeah,
still,
but the
he may actually
Shrek
wipe it.
I don't think the Stug will get the killing blow. Oh, it even misses.
Yeah, he hits that wall instead.
They're clumped up.
Faust will come through from the Grens. One sniper does get taken out here.
Wow.
The second one as well almost falls, but in the end, the Faust does kill it. So nice positioning with the Stug E.
The other T-70. Oh, he pops self-repair.
Nice.
The Shreks. Okay, Paul is floating 800 manpower. What the? I mean, he's preparing for the Tiger. It's coming soon, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But
Yeah, not a bad trade, because Von Ivan has plenty of fuel, so losing that fuel, the T-70, doesn't really matter, and they're pretty cheap as far as manpower is concerned, and that sniper was getting far too much veterancy, so it was getting pretty out of hand. So
especially considering he has no heavy calling to look forward to, so he can just throw T-70s in there.
Yeah, it was a bit lucky for Von Ivan, because Paul, he did miss his Stuggy 2 shots in a row, one because of that wall, one just because he just missed the ground. Meanwhile, the Maxim actually does get wiped from that T-70 and the Maxims.
Ooh, nice.
Looking at the VPs, however, Paul is pretty far behind, 225. But once Paul gets that Tiger, it's coming up pretty soon. Von Ivan's going to have to build more AT.
Barrage. Barely misses.
Yeah, there's been a lot of close calls with that barrage on these snipers. Close, but no cigar. So the snipers, well, the sniper, it will survive this time around. So we actually had a tier 2 being built here. So our pack's being built by Paul.
Yeah,
I think it's very smart
because
he recognizes how much T-70 spam there's been. And the pack's going to be a lot better than what the Stug E's are going to be against the T-70s. Especially the SU-76s.
Yeah, the pack is a smart choice. I think it took him a bit too long, though.
Yeah. Whoa, Demo actually hits the pack. And he can wipe that one with SU-76. The Stug E is there, but it won't really do too much against that SU-76. He may even lose that in the process. He's going in for a pretty deep here. It's Vet2 does get the killing blow in the end. Gren's looking for a Faust here. Pack has been recaptured. There's 2 Maxims. They can shred that one down pretty fast. A Faust comes through as well as a pack shot. But the SU-76, it does survive. The pack does not, however.
Sniper gets suppressed as well. Wait, why isn't he retreat? Okay, he retreats now. Faust is hiding behind the hedge.
Yeah, nice work. Tiger's being called in, and the Faust will connect here. Nice play from Paul. Still waiting for the Faust, however. He hasn't gone for it just yet. Still, the Tiger may kill it either way. The Shreks are moving in on that half track. T-70 will fall here. SU-76, he's got pretty good AT, but one of them has a damaged engine. He's going balls deep here with the half track as well. One does get taken out. SU-76, he's looking like a dead tank to me. Tiger gets the killing blow in the end. Actually gets a nice shot there and almost hits the mine with the Tiger, but he does back away. And what a swing. All of those tanks are destroyed. The T-70s, the SU-76s, there's still more fuel here for Von Ivan, but not enough manpower. Sorry?
The Maxim almost got wiped in the garrison.
Oh, right.
Very, very close.
Yeah, the sniper's still
Things
alive.
are falling apart here for Von Ivan. He still has no healing.
I think he lost a Partisan there as well. Yeah, he lost a Partisan to that sniper. Von Ivan running out of stuff. I feel like this is just kind of greedy. I know Von Ivan loves his tier 3 spam, but going immediately for a Katusha after that first SU-76 would have been a much better choice, especially then he would have had the SU-85 later on against the Tiger.
Yeah, he's replacing his loss right now, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, those Shreks in the half track are a fantastic counter to those SU-76s as well. It was just a really nice play by Paul. Also because the half track is so weak, but he led in with the Tiger. So everything was set up and was firing against the Tiger. That the half track, it was just free to go in for a flank. If the half track led the charge, it would get taken out pretty much instantly by those tank destroyers.
Yeah. Yeah, but still very well played by Paul. That flank on the half track was pretty good.
Yeah. He countered this Von Ivan strategy fantastically. The Maxim spam was countered.
Oh! Engine destroy.
Oh, wow. He hit a mine just as the SU-76 moves in for it. Heavy damage engine. The SU-76 is driving right up to it, but here becomes the Shreks in that half track.
Oh, why didn't he activate mark target?
Misses the shot with the Tiger. Main gun destroyed and loses that SU-76. A lucky break there for Von Ivan, but it wasn't enough. However, he's not done just yet. Tank Hunter Partisans in the garrison get the killing blow on the Tiger. But now on retreat here, the Grens get suppressed by the Maxim, so they can't wipe that retreating Partisan.
Wow. I mean, that ended up in Von's favor for sure. The half-track lived, though. So it took out the SU-76. He got out and just bailed and went right back to base.
Wow, so that's yeah, it's kind of even things up here. Paul, he still has his half-track. It's a shame the half-track don't get, like, shared veterancy from the crew. Even if it's just to show.
P-Werfers, but can still carry Shrek squads, right? That's the veterancy bonus of Vet 3. He still actually hasn't recruited his pack.
Yeah, it's still there. So Von Ivan now has a lot of fuel in the bank. Paul, not so much, especially because the Paul's fuel was disconnected. Right. So we'll probably just see Von Ivan go for more T-70s. Or wait, more SU-76s as well.
He's about to get his fuel cut off again. Doesn't get to oh, he does. Just as I say that.
Yeah, so Paul can't really hold his fuel. T-70 is being built for Von Ivan.
I wonder, considering Paul's fuel situation, will he build another Stug?
He should just go for the capture that
Partisan.
pack. Because the only...
Oh, and it drops a Shrek!
Oh, wow. The P-Grans actually have 2 Shreks already, but the Pioneers will get that one. So that's 3 Shreks. So 3 Shreks, and especially if Paul recrews that pack on the ground, it's going to be a lot of AT. And there isn't that many squads left for Von Ivan. Paul has had great unit preservation this game. He's still got his 3 Grens. He's got 2 Pios, a Sniper, an MG, the captured Maxim actually, and the Vet 3 Shreks.
Partisan here if he lands a shot.
Oh, Incendiary. Yeah, it's going to be a wipe.
That's a dead squad.
Wow. So Von Ivan really crumbling now. Only has 3 Maxims and an NG squad left. Still trying to churn out the T-70s, but I don't see it working with this many Shreks. Right now, he's driving into the Pios and the half-track as well. The Trek does miss, but the half-track's going to move in.
Why does that thing have Incendiary shot? That's kind of dumb.
The Sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just wipes so easily. In case you're unaware, it has a 100% chance to wipe on retreat, unlike the regular shot, which is like 50. So it's very strong. Vet 3 now. The T-70 is going in to try and start a fight with his half-track.
Combat engineer as well.
The Sniper, perhaps? No, it doesn't get the shot. Could have got it with the Incendiary. Looks like the Pigren's going to go for the Garrison, but it's very low, so it could get taken out here. Only has the T-70, so not the best Garrison destroyer.
Oh,
and now he's chasing it, but he goes back in, and it goes back out. Okay. A little bit indecisive there. It means he can't get that second shot if he stayed in the Garrison or if he stayed out in the open. Either way, he would have got that second shot. So Paul not quite sure what he was doing there. I think he was like maybe expecting the T-70 to kind of chase the half-tracks, and then he went back in.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the line of thinking was there, but Paul replaces his lost sniper, so now he's back up to 2.
And Von Ivan now is actually running low on fuel. So
yeah,
once this last trio of T-70s gets taken out, that's going to be it for Von Ivan's pretty large bank of fuel that he's had previously. So 3 T-70s is pretty powerful, but at the same time, they're still at half-track, which is the main problem. If the Pigrins were out in the open, they'll get gunned down pretty damn fast, but that half-track allows them to kite and gives them a lot of health.
Yeah, that half-track is actually a hero. He's actually electing to destroy this garrison with his P-Shrek Grens. Another thing, okay, he finally does recruit the pack because Vaughn is obviously going in for an all-in move with the 3 T-70s.
Yep.
This is his only option left. I mean, he could wait for a 4th. He just now got the feel for it, but...
I don't think he's revealed his 3rd T-70, however. Oh, wow, almost gets that sniper, getting back into the half-track, but it's actually suppressed. It's slowing him down. The suppression has really messed up that P-Gren play. He's actually kind of bugging out now because of the suppression. He's inside of it, but he will lose it fast. He evacuates, but he's still suppressed. There's a Pio here with a single... Is that the wrong squad? The wrong squad. Wow, this is the Shrek here. So he loses his half-track.
Wow.
And that was entirely because of that suppression from the Maxim. Otherwise, it would have been fine. But still, Paul's not that far off his Tiger, but actually at the moment, Paul's now lost his fuel, so it's very back and forwards, the fuel.
Oh yeah, Vaughn's done a good job of making sure the Tiger takes the longest amount of time possible to come on the field again.
VPs are starting to even up. We have 209 for Von Ivan, 199 for Paul. 3 squads moving up to this fuel point, try and wipe this Maxim. He could even get it.
Wow,
if there's a nice rifle nade. Maxim retreats can be pretty punishing here, depending on if the gunner actually does drop. Seems to be fine for now, however. He sweeps a mine, actually, on the ground. Yeah, the Maxim gets out of that one.
Still no healing.
Really? Oh, wow. There's no healing from Von Ivan. He's just... Yeah, he's really prioritizing T70s over, like, actually having healed squads. At the moment, though, there isn't really enough squads to heal.
Yeah, they're pretty expendable, too, outside of the Maxims. Oh, here comes the Shrek volley duo.
Oh, they both miss from the Pigrins? Pretty unlucky there, but Paul has a lot of manpower. And if you have that much manpower, he should probably just build a couple of fuel caches. Especially on Lungras, where you have this strat point in the corner on both sides, which is so defensive. Gets a Faust off with his Grens. T7 is going for a chase here, but here come the trio of Shreks. Gets the one-shot KO on the T70.
Oh, Sniper goes down to the Maxim. Almost
Nice.
the second one as well.
That was the Vet 3 Sniper especially.
That was fast.
Trying to go for this T70. Oh, well, actually he fires max range. The Vet 3 on the Pigrins, they get extra accuracy. Their long range is pretty impressive.
We have lost a pack gun.
And the pack's decrewed as well. There's Maxim doing some great work. Sniper's being rebuilt. Paul has plenty of manpower, so it's really not a big deal for him. Maxim's being a little bit encircled here by the Grens and the MG. The Maxim here from Paul. Pretty safe behind that Tiger, but that wreckage will get taken out in that second shot. Third will be a little bit more deadly now, but it overshoots. Yeah, there we go. Still pretty lackluster.
Oh, barely stops in stealth.
Doesn't retreat it despite the barrage, which allows the pack to be denied. So in the end, Paul decides, or rather Von Ivan decides to just destroy that pack, prevent it from being captured. But now the Tiger is on the field. We have a single Su-76. Not a lot of mines from Von Ivan. I can't see any at the moment.
Most of his got swept on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Ooh, S-mines on the field.
Nice.
Catch the Maxim.
I think Paul should have put those a while ago, because those S-mines are... They're really to prevent the Maxims from capping. All you can cap with the engineers, with sweepers, and we have 2 flamers, so there's no sweepers. He has to crush them with the T7. Maybe that's why he didn't, because they can just get denied pretty easily by T70 crushers.
I'm sorry?
So maybe the reason why Paul didn't go for S-mines earlier on the field point was because the T70 can just crush the S-mines.
Right.
Same with any vehicle like a Stuart, really. Apart from M20s and like the M3s, the Soviet scout car.
The M3 just dies.
Yeah, they don't really have enough. I think it's armor more than health that prevents them against the the S-mines. So this Tiger's kind of driving around. It's on the side, so a little bit wonky positioning here. Now actually rotating for the rear.
There goes a combat engineer.
Wow. So 2 Su-76s. They can definitely cut it against the Tiger. There's still 3 Shreks, but there isn't that half Shrek, so it's a bit harder for Paul to try and flank those Su-76s.
There's enough for Mark Target. He's got double Su-76. He activates Mark Target. He's going for it.
Yeah, alright. He's pulling the trigger. He wants to find blood against this Tiger. Doing some pretty good damage so far. Tiger's backing away instantly. The Shreks are actually moving in. The Maxim's not quite setting up on the side.
Here he comes for the flank. Doesn't have the garrison control. Okay, he pops out.
Yeah, he's getting the garrison now. Nice work. Another volley Shrek comes through. So not damaging, well, not killing the T. let's try that again. Not killing the
SU-76s,
SU-76s, but damaging them. And only a single engineer squad, so not a lot of repairs.
Exactly.
But at least it is Vet 2, getting that extra repair speed, which will speed things up just a little bit. So, yeah, the longer this game drags out, it's looking better and better for Paul. If this gets like really hardcore long, then Paul could eventually go for a Stug or like a Suk G or a Panther.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Paul is one to tech too often, though. He's very content playing the way he does. He stays very consistent, as we've seen throughout the month of the ESL Go For Cups, and it's worked out pretty well for him out of a few cases like the final against Loveness. But I'd be surprised to see him tech to Tier 4. Maybe he could use a Werfer. Like
Yeah, Paul's a player that really doesn't like Tier 4. No matter what faction he plays, he generally just doesn't go for Tier 4. Even if he has a massive float of fuel, he won't go for Panzerwerfers, he won't go for Katyushas, he just stays on his coolant tanks.
Yeah, and the Maxim goes down as well.
We saw that in the grand final of Week 1 against Lovenest. He just refused to go for the Katyusha when he needed it desperately against the Panzerwerfers and the just the static defense that Loveness had. Could have got punished, but he just instead kept throwing away IS-2s and kept recrewing AT guns. So some more S-mines being placed here by Paul.
Yeah, but luckily for Paul, this game is that Ivan doesn't have tier, IS-2 or anything like that. Let's see.
He's actually going in for the engagement here. T7 is on the side. The other SU-76 is in the base of Von Ivan. So Von Ivan's running out of VPs though. He only has 62 left.
It's now or never for Von Ivan. He's got to make a big play here. He's used up his mark. That was practically his last mark of the game. So he's running out of time. He's going to lose his Partisan squad to the Incendiary. Rest
Yeah,
in peace.
another T-70 is being
and
built.
another Shrek.
So he's going to have 2 T-70s and an SU-7 and 2 SU-76s. So a pretty big army of light tanks. So that Stuart's, the Tiger's actually going in for the T-70, and the pack's facing downwards as well.
Yeah,
this
Mark's
could
still online for a good amount of time. Oh,
Yeah,
there goes one sniper.
Yeah, gets the wipe. He could actually go in for this engagement with the SU-76s, but the
Ooh.
pack's there as well as the Shreks.
Yeah, it seems like he's not doing anything else rather than using T-70.
They're all repaired, so he's not really capitalizing upon this positioning of this Tiger. Looks like he will go for the middle VP at least. There are the S-mines there, but the T-70 will crush them. No snipers left though. It's going to make it a lot easier for Von Ivan to use these Maxims. So there's only 2 left though.
Yeah, they've been whittled down over quite a bit of, hard use.
Ooh. Maxim barely avoids that rifle nade. Tiger's going in for it now, but he's driving directly into the front of these 2 tank destroyers. Does miss a couple of shots here. The Tiger's going to have to back away. Once they have the range advantage, especially with the road, going in for it is risky, and the pack comes through, wipes the T-70. VP still in the hands of Paul. Even barraging from long range for the pack more than the Tiger.
Right. Still missing though.
Yeah, max range scatter, pretty punishing, especially with a low AoE anyway. The barrage isn't very good, but like, hey, it's free, so can't complain.
It's free, yeah. Can't complain.
Not like a Ziscon where it's actually good, but then it's expensive.
45 munis. Better be worth it. Just like the guard nades.
Those are
Or the
definitely
partisan
worth it.
nades.
Von Ivan now building another T-70. So Von Ivan's going to actually neutralize the point, however, so that's really nice to see. There is actually an MG here from Paul, but Paul is going for a cap with his Maxim. Bit of a misplay. Oh, Light Arty gets the wipe, though.
Wow.
I was going to say, I think the Maxim should have stayed on the middle, and then a squad of Grens goes for that right VP. Still, he will cap it, though, in the end, but once a T-70 shows up, he's going to get forced away. Another Zis barrage coming through in the middle. And that's going to allow the Tiger to actually go in for it. When you fire the barrage, you're obviously Not going to have that main gun. He's actually pretty close now. Marked High is going to come up pretty soon, but not available just yet. Shrek's come through as well.
One misses.
Tiger hasn't got a killing blow just yet.
Oh, 2 bounces.
But it's going to force the repairs, and an NG went down in the middle.
Yeah. Juan's just spamming cheap units now. T70s, NGs. You know, whatever he can afford to keep it in this game. He's actually trying to harass the South Fuel as well. Tiger's going in for a second run through. Don't know if it's gonna pay off. What did Vaughn use his munitions on? All of a sudden he sunk.
I'm not actually sure what that was.
Flamer.
Yeah, it must have been. The thing is though with Paul is he does have 2 squads of Pyos. So he's going to have better repairs. There's actually 2 as well here for Von Ivan, so not quite. But still, only 12 VPs left. Even the 3rd one's being captured. This game is looking pretty over.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was Von Ivan capping that 3rd VP, so only 2 VPs. But either way, it will be the end here. Partisans, as a bit of a desperate move, trying to neutralize that Western VP, but the Grenadiers were there either way, so it's going to be the second game.
Let's pick up the moral victory on the P-Grens.
Oh, he wiped it, did he?
Yeah, on the top.
Right. Okay, yeah, so we're going to move on to our second game now. This is the semi-finals for NA, so it will be Von Ivan versus Paul. I haven't actually checked the bracket yet, so I'm not sure what the other semi-finals is.
I believe Dusty advanced.
Okay, cool. So Dusty versus... Who was the other quarters? I didn't catch that one.
Remember, it was Shadowwater versus Hamster.
Oh, yeah, so it'll be Shadowwater. That'd be a pretty good series, too. Dusty versus Shadow. Either way, we're going to do the second game. We should return pretty soon, as the next game should hopefully be underway already. So stay tuned for more epic Company of Heroes 2.
Please subscribe to the General's Gentleman. If you enjoy our content, you can support us at patreon.com/General's Gentleman.